Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and welcome to our football construction site as we build the team through the 2018 NFL Draft. You always hear others say that this particular draft is weak, or wait until next year to take this particular position, or the draft is an inexact science. Well, we at Football Game Plan believe that all three of those statements are huge myths, and we are here to show you why, as we will infuse talent onto each NFL team to make them better. First, let us all get familiar with the mock draft rules. Number one, these mock drafts will be utilizing the grading system at Football Game Plan Scouting. So yes, some of the players will probably be graded higher or lower than what is seen elsewhere, which is why you will probably see some players in the later rounds or earlier rounds than they will actually go. Which leads me to my second point. These picks are based off what I would do as the GM, not based off what I think will happen or what will happen, of what I've heard. They're based off what I would do if I were the GM, based off what I perceive the team needs to be. And finally, it's just a mock draft. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Also, to check out those rankings or gradings of these prospects, visit the website at the bottom of the screen. The Miami Dolphins have 2 picks in round 4 this year. As you can see with the team needs, they really want to address the safety position at some point in the 2018 NFL Draft. So why not start in round 1 with Derwin James out of Florida State? James is what I would like to call a slot safety, capable of playing the run, covering receivers and tight ends, while also playing zone equally as effective. He's a premier player in this draft and should step in and star from day 1 for the Dolphins. In round 2, I went tight end Dallas Goddard out of South Dakota State. Now, Goddard has the athleticism and playmaking ability of a Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs, and if he's even half the player as a pro that Kelce is, that'll be huge for this Dolphins offense. Whether the Dolphins decide to roll with Tannehill long term or not, they have to get better at least at number 2, and a guy like Mike White from Western Kentucky solves that for them with the potential of being an adequate starter down the line. In the 4th round, I addressed the offensive line with Gossett of Appalachian State. Gossett is one of the more underrated offensive linemen in the draft, and his tape was very impressive, and the Fins need to retool the interior of their offensive front. Pairing a guy like Larry Rose III out of New Mexico State with Kenyon Drake would give the Dolphins an explosive 1-2 punch, in addition to the newly signed veteran Frank Gore. Rose is a slasher that has game-breaking speed and could also serve in the slot as well. Andrew Brown of Virginia is coming off of a good week of work at the Senior Bowl, and I like his versatility as he can serve multiple roles up front defensively on the interior, and he would be good depth here for the Dolphins, as they'll most likely lose Ndamukong Suh to free agency. In the 7th round, I continued to stockpile talent at the safety position with Arizona's Dane Cruikshank. He was stellar at the East-West Shrine game in 1-on-1s and is very similar in position to Derwin James, a slot safety that can also be a really good blitzer coming off the edge. And rounding out this mock draft with a personal favorite of mine, an offensive lineman, Duffy of Lehigh. He played right tackle in college and was one of the best pass protectors at the FCS level on that side. I think he has a good chance to stick as a pro and would provide great depth along the offensive line. So that's a wrap for this edition of Building Through the Draft. If you want to watch our other NFL Team 7-round mock draft videos, as you should, be sure to subscribe to us on the YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan, where you can also catch all of our FBGP scouting prospect ranking videos, and also subscribe to Football Game Plan podcast on iTunes and check out the Scout Team podcast.